Mahayana versus Theravada Buddhism. Buddhism is one of the world's oldest spiritual traditions, practiced by millions of people across Asia and beyond. But did you know there are different branches within Buddhism? The two most well-known are Theravada and Mahayana. While they share the same foundation, the teachings of the Buddha, they differ in philosophy, practice, and even their understanding of enlightenment. Let's explore these key differences. Historical origins. Theravada, which means teaching of the elders, is the oldest surviving form of Buddhism. It traces its roots directly to the earliest teachings of the Buddha and has been preserved mainly in the Pali language. Theravada is most commonly practiced in Sri Lanka, Thailand, Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia. Mahayana, meaning great vehicle, developed a few centuries later, around the 1st century CE. It introduced new texts in Sanskrit and expanded the idea of who could attain enlightenment. Mahayana is widely practiced in countries like China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, and Tibet. Goal of the path. In Theravada Buddhism, the ultimate goal is to become an Arhat, a person who has attained personal liberation, or Nirvana. An Arhat escapes the cycle of birth and death and no longer suffers. In contrast, Mahayana Buddhism emphasizes the path of the Bodhisattva, someone who seeks enlightenment not only for themselves but for all beings. A Bodhisattva vows to remain in the world, to help others until everyone is liberated. So, while Theravada focuses on individual enlightenment, Mahayana centers on universal salvation. View on the Buddha. Theravada sees the Buddha as a great historical teacher and an extraordinary human being who attained enlightenment through deep meditation and insight. Mahayana, however, views the Buddha as more than just a man. He is seen as an eternal, cosmic presence who manifests in many forms to guide beings across countless worlds. Mahayana texts often describe multiple Buddhas and celestial realms, such as Amitabha in the Pure Land or Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva of compassion. Scriptures. Theravada uses the Pali Canon, also known as the Tipitaka, which is considered the earliest and most authentic record of the Buddha's teachings. Mahayana introduced many new sutras written in Sanskrit, such as the Heart Sutra, the Lotus Sutra, and the Prajnaparamita Sutras. These scriptures often present more philosophical and cosmic interpretations of Buddhist doctrine, including ideas like emptiness, shunyata, and Buddha nature. Practices and meditation. Theravada emphasizes Vipassana, or insight meditation, observing the mind and body to understand the nature of suffering, impermanence, and non-self. It also encourages monastic discipline and the Eightfold Path. Mahayana includes a wider variety of practices. These might include chanting, visualization, mantra, recitation, and meditation on compassion. In some schools, such as Zen, meditation focuses on direct experience and mindfulness of the present moment. Monastic versus lay focus. Theravada traditionally places strong emphasis on monastic life. Monks and nuns are seen as the main carriers of the Dharma, while lay people support them and earn merit. Mahayana opens the path of enlightenment to everyone, not just monks. The lay community is encouraged to practice deeply and even follow the Bodhisattva path. Conclusion. So, while Theravada and Mahayana Buddhism differ in many ways, their scriptures, goals, and worldviews, they both aim to end suffering and awaken the mind. Rather than opposing each other, these traditions complement one another, offering diverse ways to follow the path of the Buddha. Whether you choose the personal discipline of Theravada or the compassionate outreach of Mahayana, both lead to wisdom, peace, and liberation. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more Buddhist content.